Hello world. Okay, I gotta stop saying it like that. I gotta stop stealing from Bird. Not nice. Bad man. A bad man. Old sad day too for some. Grew up watching Jerry Springer. Springer passed away at the age of 79. Those things, you know. Don't mind me, folks. Hello, Richie Poole. Hello, Phantom Outsider. Your day has been grand and glorious one. Hello, Papa Cotton. Hello, Thomas Putz. Jerry. Yep. Okay, I think I'm done throwing links out and shit. Now I can pay attention to what the hell's going on. Hello, Mr. Lundell. Rip, Jerry. There's LDG. Yep, I remember watching Jerry Springer all the damn time. Good comic relief. Good comic relief. Let's see, it is Tuesday or Thursday, the 27th already. Month is just about over. Is that a good thing? Be hitting May. April showers bring May flowers and all that bullshit. I think so. I think he did pay for a hooker with a personal check. Kind of a dumbass thing there. Hello, Epic Beard. Uh, yeah, Deej will incite the crowds of the weirdos. I can do it. I can incite a bunch of weird. Actually, Twitter does that too, though. Twitter kind of incites all the weirdos. Oh yeah, it's Thursday afternoon. I'm home from work. There wasn't much going on. I thought I would pop over here, do a stream, and try to entertain all of you for a little while. So, Ken, what all is going on for the day? Isn't much. Be fairly quiet day today. But he's really getting into fights, throwing things. Oh, don't complain about the tractors driving by every 3 minutes. It'll last for a few weeks. It'll be over with. You won't have too much going on until the fall. Green Acres is the place. Farm living is the life for me. I guess 79 is the ripe old age to live to. That's right. Then we'll be castrating cattle and we'll be making videos for LDG and he'll be wanting his Rocky Mountain oysters. That's right. That is what's going to go on. And Epic Beard says, I see shit spreading everywhere. I too blame Salty. I gotta fertilize. Gotta fertilize, damn it. Gotta fertilize the ground. Right. I'm trying to find something. Oh, hell. Let's go over this. What is today? What is today, folks? Right, with Jerry Gunn. Can't prove I'm the father now, Jerry. But today is American Immigrant Lawyers Association Day of Action. Yeah, well, you know what? If they're legal immigrants, perfectly fine. Don't care. Autism Supermom Day. Yeah, it's Autism Supermom Day. Babe Ruth Day. Yeah, let's celebrate Babe Ruth Day. Day of Uprising Against Occupation. What the hell? Slovenian Liberation Front. Okay, that day. Free Feral Cat Spay Day. Don't want you to spay feral cats. So I guess that leaves it, folks, that you're supposed to help control the Kronos population. Have your Kronos spayed or neutered. Go. Well, Jerry kind of did it for a little while. Maury was the one that did it mostly. And hello, Yvette. I think Maury's still alive. Hello, Franco. Anyway, let's see what else is fucking today. Freedom Day for South Africa. Yeah, that's a national gathering powwows. I think that I don't know. Am I going to get in trouble for showing some Native Americans? Probably, but hey, fuck them. International Donor Conception Awareness Day. The hell, they come up with the weirdest fucking days. International Girls of ICT Day. Okay. I have no idea. Lapu Lapu Day. Lapu Lapu. Hey, I think I pronounced that right too. It's a little victory dance. Lapu Lapu. Love your thighs day. No, I don't love my thighs. They're white, pasty, flabby, blah blah. No. Mantazan Mule Day? No, we don't care. Marine Mammal Rescue Day. Oh, look, a seal. We better move that before a bird of prey comes along and clubs it. Morse Code Day. Yeah, what is a Kronos beard? Morse Code Day. Yeah. National Alicia Day. Oh, and Alicia, it's her day. National Devil Dog Day. Sure, they put a National Devil Dog Day. They got a whole bunch of sugar up to try to make me hungrier. National Little Pampered Dog Day. I would say if Bird was here, we'd ask if he was pampering Sassy. Sassy is a little dog. Hope he's not putting bows on her. Let's see, National Patricia Day. Look, it's a ginger. National Pneumatics Day. No, we don't care. National Prime Rib Day. Yes, he still eats baby seals. National Prime Rib Day. Yeah, I could use some prime rib. National Support Teen Literature Day. Only if they're reading good stuff and not weird, freaky crap. National Teach Children to Save Day. Oh, teach them how to save money. That'll be impossible. National Tell a Story Day. See, now this is the day Bird should have been streaming because he knows how to spin a good yarn. Order a national artist. No, I don't care. See ya, Lauren. No, don't care. Take our daughters and son to work day. Yeah, you take your sons and daughters to work day, and you make them do all the work. Birds snoring in the underground. Okay. So yes, you take your sons and daughters to work and you make them work. Woody Woodpecker Day. Day for peckers. I can't do it. Never mind. Well, Design Day. Man, these things are getting longer and longer every time I do these. We don't give a shit if it's Lizzo's birthday. Fuck that. Really? Nobody's birthday we care about. Nope. Don't give a fuck. Don't care about Lizzo or any of those rest. No. Oh, sure. I just get back. Stopped at Walmart on the way home from all the work today. And 10 minutes after I get home, then Walmart calls. Prescription's done. Them fuckers. I don't have big energy. I'm just sitting here rambling. Lord, I was born a rambling man. Hello, Orville Nation. Peach is in the house. Yes, PJ. Orville Nation is in. Everybody stand up and give him a round of applause. I ain't getting Lizzo nothing. Got some cookies, but I ain't letting Lizzo know. She'll slurp them things down quicker than hell. Alrighty. Well, we covered what day it is today. Here, we're going to do Wordle. Psych! We're not doing Wordle. Orville Nation needs to listen to me about the Twitter thing. Forget waiting for them idiots. Elon Musk already tweeted out that the only ones getting priorities are all the special people. All the ones that have blue check marks and all that shit. Nobody else cares. Just make up another one. No, Epic Beard. Lizzo does not have the Fireball because I drank it all Saturday. Drank the entire bottle Saturday. Paid for it Sunday, but I drank it all Saturday. Then it took me Monday and Tuesday to recover. Yeah, 3-day hangover. You had a blue check mark, but you don't no longer, Orwell, because you were smart enough not to pay for it while they ousted you. So they're just going to ignore you now. They ain't going to do shit. I am still surprised I've made it this long and still not been booted from Twitter. Yeah, well, I try not to drink that much. Now to be months before I have another drink. That's how we're going to do that. I don't, Franco, because I like to harass the weirdos. When somebody says something really stupid, like on Twitter, I gotta harass them. I can't hold back. I can't stop myself. picking on a whole bunch of people from NPR yesterday. NPR, that was fun to pick on them. That's right, except YouTube. Oh, gotta mute myself for a second. Gotta blow a bunch of crap out of my nose from being outside. Ah, much better. I'm gonna make a funny little video Saturday, folks. I'm gonna make a funny little video of me putting together a lawnmower. Could be interesting. Well, I'm an old man and I don't have anything else to do. So, yeah. And I'm getting ready to pick up the Jerry Spring mantle because, well, they didn't. Fox never got back to me about taking over Tucker's spot. CNN never got back for me taking over the spot from Goofball. Yeah, hell, I would have done a morning program with two females. What the hell? But they never got back. So now I'm just gonna have to go after the Jerry Springer spot. I'm gonna have to be Jerry Springer now. But will I have to change my name back to DJ? Because DJ chants sound better than Deej chants. Yes, Orville Nation, Jerry Springer passed away at the age of 79. So, as some would say, he lived to a ripe old age. So, to people like me, that's not many years away. That's kind of depressing. I know I didn't think Lemonhead would. Multi Gunman is here now. Oh, 79 isn't that old anymore. I kind of look at 52 because mine is 79. Only 27 years. Well, no, but Jerry was in Ohio. Up till recently, I didn't have any real excuse to go to Ohio, but oh, we'll just have to find Epic Beard on Monday and sing to him. Let Bird sing to him. Might be more. Yeah. Hello, Captain Fandom Nerd. Jerry Springer was handled by a certain Kurogan. Well, see, I'm not Jerry Springer, so I won't be handled by a certain Kurogan God Emperor. I'll just be the new version. I'm going to get a bunch of little people that smack each other around. And no, Mr. Lundell, no word on a shrine yet. That's funny, Epic Beard, because the day I was born, everybody looked at each other and said, oh, damn, it lived. So there is that, too. Shh. Nation is actually my handler. Shh. Somebody's got to keep me in control. I'd be way worse than I am now if somebody. We're going to get me promoted and we're going to get me out there and we're going to get me everywhere. And then I'm going to have my own TV show and all that stuff. That's right. Oh, multi gunman meant eliminated. Ouch. Well, that would be a bad thing because, you know, Bird does have it out for me.
I can't possibly check them before. Captain says it was LDG.
Okay.
Yes. Ah! What?
That's from Deej. Deej.
Fuck you,
The
Deej!
first one to request
The
a slot
first
today.
one. How many people
That's it.
requested?
So it always goes to the first. It's the winner. Deej was our winner. Thank you, Deej.
Fuck you, Deej.
Yeah. I should wear my bulletproof vest or something. No ball handling, damn it. Hell no, no ball handling. That doesn't work. No. And yes, retired is the problem. And Epic Beard wants no twerking in this show. No twerking. Well, I don't feel like twerking. And hell no, multi-gunman, you'll never find me on the same screen and stage with Jodie Whittaker. Hell no. Hell. Oh shit. Damn. Anyway. Did I tell folks that I like turtles? I like turtles. They're good to eat. So, is Captain Venom not streaming at all? Cap, you need to stream more. More streaming, Cap. Gotta turn the air conditioner on. It's warm up here today. Son of a bitch. Okay. Maybe we should have one little twerk. Okay, I'm going to hell for that one. I'm going to hell for that. But at least it wasn't me twerking. So you gotta give me that much credit. It was not me twerking. I did not twerk. I'm good that way. I gave up my own personal tweet. Twerk. Tweet. Twerk. Twerk. Tweet. Tweet. What? What? Where the hell did I come up with that? Son of a bitch. But yeah. Let's see what else is going on in the world today. Some weirdo in the UK who ran the New York City Marathon ran the marathon in London as a female. Yeah. There's that. Couldn't beat the dude, so he had to run as a woman. Yeah. So we got that one. Turtle is the best animal, yes, because it comes in its own bowl. Actually, Epic Beard, There are worse things for mind bleach like this. Yeah. Try to bleach that out of your head. I can't even bleach that out of my own head. Everybody seems to be talking about the new Flash trailer. Guess what? I don't give a shit. Not gonna go pay any money for that movie. Not doing it. So there is my take on it. And now I want some turtle. Hungry. Hello, last Sonic. Right, Rip Jerry. Jerry, 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 Jerry. Let's see, what else? Can it go through what's trending on Twitter? Bob Barker's trending just because he's outlasted Jerry Springer. We want Stargate trending on Twitter. Mr. Lundell is waiting on Dune Part 2. Hello, Dan Ben. Oh no, Epic Beard, you have to follow Parahead tweet and links. Sent me some good ones. What you should be afraid of, what you really, really, really should be afraid of, is memes that the lovely Sherry sends you. Right, that's what you should be afraid of, because the other day it was National Lingerie Day, and Sherry sent me this. So yeah, for National Lingerie Day, the lovely Sherry sent me that. There you go, more mind bleach. More mind bleach, folks. Right, Gamera would be one hell of a big turtle bowl. And he can cook himself. Plug up the holes and he'll try to shoot his fire, he'll cook himself. There you go, instant meal. Gamera style. Of course, we're getting lots of teases for Babylon 5 stuff. Supposedly next week we're supposed to get some kind of a something. But it has nothing to do with the reboot, apparently. It's going to, I think it's going to be some of the remaining cast members that are still alive doing a little something about their characters. Just my guess. Dan actually went and seen the Jerry Springer movie. I was cheap. I just watched it on the satellite dish. Pay-per-view. My neighbor gave me codes. I'd get pay-per-view for free just by punching in some codes. Franco is looking forward to seeing Oppenheimer. Let's see what's coming up in movies. See if there's anything actually worth a damn. Let's see. This week, tomorrow, you got the big George Foreman biography drama movie. May 2nd, you got some sci-fi thing with I'll be watching. You got Space Wars, Quest of the Deep Star. May 5th, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 comes out. There's your first big movie coming out here. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 going against Zombie Traveler. Oh, I might want to see Zombie Traveler. I like zombie movies. After that, really that thrilling. Hello, Philip Gaming. Willy Wonka. Wonka, that one's coming out later in the year. Let's see. I suppose May 19th, if you want to watch that Fast X movie, you know, with Vin Diesel. Joe Rodriguez. There's that. The 26th of May doesn't really look like much at all. Yeah, June 2nd, you'll have the next Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse little thing. There's that. June 9th, though, you got Transformers Rise of the Beast. I'm not going to go watch that one either because, well, I never liked Transformers Beast Wars. Sorry. You can holler and yell at me all you will. I did not like it. Then June 16th, you got the Flash movie. Or you have a biography about Stan Lee, same day. Which are you going to see? June 30th, Bird of Prey 5 will be happy. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny comes out. They're going to actually make something worse than Crystal Skull. Hello, Jay. Here you, Jay.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
What's up?
Oh, nothing. Went on YouTube and saw you were on. I said I gotta go see what's up.
I'm right now. I'm going through a list now. On June 21st, the Oppenheimer movie comes out. Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon. You know, but it's also going against. It's going against Barbie with Margot Robbie.
Oh, that's not gonna do nothing.
And it's also going against Coyote versus Acme, which apparently must be a Wile E. Coyote thing.
Yeah,
And that one's got John Cena in it.
That's the first thing that popped in my mind is Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
And then they also have another movie on the same date. They cloned Tyrone with Kiefer Sutherland, Jamie Foxx.
I wonder if that thing that we're thinking about is Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, if it's live action or if it's animated. Has to be
It's
animated.
animation. It's animated.
That would be cool to go see.
It's a story set in the Acme warehouse, the manufacturer of anything and everything used by Looney Tune characters. But it's got.
Wow.
I have no idea. August, you got the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm kind of burned out on them. I went to see the first two movies.
And hello, Stark of Iron.
Hello.
Then you got to go clear till August. You got the Blue Beetle movie coming out.
I don't know if that's going to be good or not.
I don't know either. It has Susan Sarandon in it, so I'm kind of leery on that one.
Yeah. What's she trying to do? Restart her career or something?
And then in September, the movie I'm definitely not going to go see, Expendables 4.
I've never seen the first movie. No, well, none of the movies, so I don't know.
Yeah, and then it's October when you get Craven the Hunter.
Hmm. I think everybody's kind of burnt out on superhero movies.
I'm starting to get that way. November 3rd, Dune Part 2. Hello, Dr. Alex.
I didn't even see the first one.
Yeah, see, Dune 3 is going to get kind of crushed, or Dune Part 2, because it comes out on the 3rd, and then 7 days later, the Marvels come out.
Nobody's going to go see that, I don't think.
Now, there'll be plenty of weirdos that's going to go see the Marvels. You got all the hate watchers that are going to have to go watch it so they can make a video.
Yeah.
You know it's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of just actually boycotting it and making them lose money so they know not to make the crap, Marvel will still make money off of it just for a bunch of people to say it was crap.
Yeah. Just boycott it. Jeez.
November 17th, you got another freaking Hunger Games movie.
Oh, God. I hated the first movie. It's not my cup of tea. My
Not
friend
mine
was
either.
watching it, so I watched it with her, and it wasn't my cup of tea.
I got this sinking suspicion though. Philip Gaming will be in the Marvels, just standing somewhere looking at Brie Larson's butt as she walks by. I could be fake news right now, but I have that feeling because we've seen it before.
Yeah.
Seen the picture before. And then December, you have Wonka coming out.
When is Aquaman 2 coming out?
That one is listed at December 20th. And the funny thing is, even though we haven't seen much news on it, they have the Ghostbusters sequel right there against it.
Now that may, if it's the same as the last one with the originals at the end, I think they may make some money on that if they appear again.
And Dr. Alex, I don't know if they made more books or not. It's listed as what the hell was
It's probably based on one of the books.
it says The Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbird and Snakes. That's all I know.
Well, the Aquaman 2 latest audience reaction was not good either. So I'm afraid Aquaman 2 may not make its money back.
And Mr. Lundell, everyone has a butt, just some are flatter than others.
Is it true that Jerry Springer died?
Yep, he passed away.
Huh.
I would not have it as the title of my stream unless it was real.
Oh, I didn't see the title. Sorry.
Oh, and Phil told me, "Don't tell my secret. I'm in a scene with Brie rubbing her feet." Okay, you're. We won't tell anybody, Phil. I hope you got. I
Oh.
hope you got paid well though, rubbing those nasty looking things. I hope you got paid well.
So this is basically Captain Marvel's too.
Yeah, it's basically Captain Marvel 2. They're just throwing in the other females.
Mm.
And originally they were going to call it Captain Marvel 2, but then, you know how everybody hates Brie Larson, they decided to change it to the Marvels, trying to kind of hope
Yeah.
somebody be dumb enough not to put two and two
I
together.
didn't like the first movie. Not going to go see the second.
Well, there'll be plenty of people that go it and pay their
Oh
money.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Except
Just,
except LDG, he'll go and wait until 5 minutes before the movie's over and go demand his refund, which is kind of a smart thing, I guess.
yeah.
I have no idea, Dan, why we need another Peter Pan movie.
Oh dear God, no. Or Tinkerbell.
We don't need another Tinkerbell. We don't need another Peter Pan movie.
Or Hook. I didn't
Oh, I
like
forgot.
Hook.
Saw X comes out this year too. So there's another freaking Saw movie.
I went to see the first Saw movie. I didn't know what it was about because I don't watch horror movies, and I had I stayed for the whole thing, but dear God, I didn't see the rest of them.
Yeah, I have to wait until March of next year to get my Quiet Place Day 1 movie. Or Godzilla vs. Kong again. Got another Snow White movie coming out next year with Gal Gadot.
Oh Lord, they'll rip that apart. Marmel bashing. I like the old Godzilla movies. I went to see Godzilla I think it was 1985, and just when the fighting was getting good, I went outside my theater into the lobby, and the manager said, "Get down, get down," and I didn't know what was going on, and apparently there was a tornado coming.
Well, that would have made the action scenes look better.
Yeah.
Godzilla goes, shoots fire breath at a building, it blows up, and at the same time, the whole screen and everything disappears in front of you.
Yeah.
And we got another Lord of the Rings movie coming out next year.
Oh dear God.
What I say?
My friend, she was into those things, and she wanted me to see that. So I sat down and dear God, it would never frickin' end. When it was through, I said, "You are not going to get me to watch another one of these." When she popped in another one, I said, "Goodbye."
I'm out of here.
I couldn't stand. I'm just not into that stuff.
They trying to call me from California. No, that's spam shit. I'm not answering it. For you.
I have to cut my phone off at night because telemarketers are calling me in the middle of the night. I mean, way past midnight.
That's illegal.
They do it.
And the multi-gunman said Lord of the Ring movies are only 14 hours long. What's the problem?
That's the problem.
Yep. Unnamed Ghostbuster movie is supposed to be the direct sequel to Afterlife and will be in New York. Hence the little setup scene at the end of Afterlife where the containment, which made no sense because they said earlier in the movie that the building had been sold, turned into a coffee house. But at the end, you see Winston come in and it looks like it's just been abandoned for 30 years. Made no sense.
The firehouse.
Yeah. And Dr. Alex, if you'd like to pop in and talk about some geeky techie stuff you're playing with, go ahead. It'll give us something more than just rambling about dumb movies they're destroying.
Yeah.
And Stark of Iron is off to work. Have a good one, Tony. Don't let work get to you.
It felt so
We'll see.
weird not getting up at 2:00 in the morning to see the next episode of Picard.
I'm not doing that shit anymore. TV show comes out, I'll wait till the next day. I'm not staying up in the middle of the night anymore. Okay.
Yeah. Well, if they're not going to give us Legacy, I don't want to watch any of the other Star Trek shows.
I ain't even worried about Legacy because they'll screw it up.
Oh yeah, they're going to screw it up no matter what. Because they're not going to bring what's his name, Terry Metalis back. I wish they had got Manny Coto to do it. He was better in season 4 of Enterprise than anything of these new tracks.
Need to bring me. I'll do it. I'll set them straight.
Any true fan of Star Trek would have done better than Kurtzman or Metalis or anybody.
I'll do it for half the price, folks. Half the price.
Shoot. If he was
And
alive,
here's
Whoa,
Dr.
Mark
Alex.
Bennett would've-
hello. Can you hear me
Hey.
okay? I've only just hurriedly lashed everything together.
Yes, I can hear you perfectly fine.
Phew, good, because I've got, you
Yep.
can't see it actually, slightly off screen. I've got the good mic out, so it should be good.
How are
What's
you
up?
doing?
I'm doing okay. I mean, it's really raining over here. I cycled to and from work today. 2 wasn't so bad. Going home today, I was just nothing but rain. I became rain. It was really unpleasant.
Free shower.
Yeah, yeah. It's my hair looks so luscious and beautiful because I got showered dead there all the way home. Yeah, but I just thought I'd pop by and talk about some. I probably will make a film about it. A very unpopular video. I mean, my geeky techie videos are not exactly my forte, and they don't do very well. But I will log what I'm doing. But do you want to hear about it?
Sure.
So the laptop I'm on at the moment. This is going to be really high tech. Let's wonder if this works. Where are you? That's the wrong side of the mirror. Right. Oh, hello. Go on, you can do this. Right. So that beautiful laptop you can see there is what I'm using right now to talk to you. Hello. So that is a T420. Cool name. A very, very old ThinkPad, Lenovo ThinkPad from 2010, 2011. But it's really, really good for what it is. It's got a quad-core i7 shoved in it. At the moment, almost the maximum you can get in it on the power it runs well on. But there's one slightly better one, which I've just ordered. So I'm going to slap that in it. Meanwhile, the other one I use for recording audio, this one doesn't require me to use a mirror. This is a big, fat, old ThinkPad Edge 15, the first generation ones. These have got Generation 1 Intel I process. This is, but it's got the best one you can get shoved into this. It's got an i7 640M, thrown into it, and you can't get anything more powerful into this thing. It's still nowhere near as powerful as the T20 I'm using here, but I like it. It was very cheap, and so was the processor I threw into it as well. I mean, because it's so old, everything's cheap. But anyway, that's what I've been doing with this, and I thought, well, that's that. That's as much as I can do with it. I've got the biggest processor it can get into that. This one, the T420's almost got the biggest processor you can get into it. They're both running SSDs. They both have their memories maxed out. That one can only go up to 8 gig. This one's 16 gig. Anyway, I'm going to do a video comparing their power one to another. I've already done a rough test already. This one, this one hasn't had its most powerful processor in it yet, but it's nearly there. And it's already way, way more powerful than that old dog there. That old dog being quite useful. The Edge 15, still good for audio processing. Not much else, but it's good for audio processing. This one, as you can tell, I'm doing the streaming on it. I do all my video processing on the T420. I do everything on it, and it is very powerful, even though the computer itself is 11 years old, because you can upgrade it to really, really quite a high level. It still outplays most modern laptops you can buy. So it's certainly cheap ones, that's for sure. Oh, and the thing I keep skipping over, the reason I'm doing all this is because it's cheap. This laptop, the T420 I'm on right now, it cost me, maximum 50 quid. That older Edge 15 must have been about the £50 mark as well. Admittedly, the new processor I threw in it was another 50 quid. The new processor I'm throwing this was another 50 quid. But this is like not very much money. Now, here's the real thing I'm doing. I've just spoken non-stop for the last 10 minutes. Here's what I'm really going to do. I've also bought a better screen for that really old laptop I just showed you down there. It's got a 1300 by 700. That's roughly what it is. Resolution screen on it, which is not great. The T420 I'm on has got a 1600 by 900, which is still not the best ever, but it's way better, surprisingly better than that one. But I discovered you can get 15.6-inch screens, which should fit in this of 1600 by 900. So I'm just waiting for that to arrive, and I'm going to see if it works, because it was never sold or even ever offered with that screen in it. But I'm going to see if it works. So my dog slow laptop, which I only use for audio processing, I'm going to see if I can get it running with the same screen res that my T420's got. There you go. That's mostly what I'm doing. How's that?
Could make interesting videos.
Yeah. It'll at least make one interesting video anyway, I think. But here's the thing. You might think I'm taking a risk buying this 1600 by 900 screen and trying it in a laptop it was never designed for, yeah?
Well, some would think that, but I'm sure you have an alternate plan ready for it.
I do. By the way, that screen I managed to get off eBay, the better screen, for £37. So again, none of this stuff is expensive, really. The joy of this is with this older but still quite powerful kit, you can play with it and not break the bank. So this is one of the reasons I do it. But in case the screen doesn't work, I also, and this is, I do silly things. I also bought this laptop, which I do not need, which is a T520. So it's the 15.6-inch version of the one I'm talking to you on right now, basically. And I do know that if the screen doesn't work in that one, it'll work in that one, this new one I bought, because this has got the crappy 1300 by 700 and whatever screen in it as well. But this one can take the better one if I swap it in. So if I fail to get the one down there to work, at least it won't be a waste, because it'll go into that one, which I have no justification for buying apart from that. So I bought this in case it had the better screen, but it didn't, so I couldn't steal it from it. So the other thing is now if it doesn't work in that one, it'll go in that one. I'm also getting a real soft spot for that T520. I bought it as for parts. So it cost me, 27 quid off eBay, including the postage, I think. So that's doing nothing. Turns out, and the thing, apart from having the lower res screen, works. Everything's perfectly working on it. It's got a half decent processor in it as well, like an i5. Terrible, not brilliant, but that was nothing. I love it when a plan comes together, or my completely random non-plans come together. These cheap, good laptops. I cannot stress strongly just how awesome they are, and everyone should love them. All right, that's me over.
Hello, pop culture.
And hello, Mr. Long.
I don't know. It'll be a good video. We'll have to watch it when it comes out. And
Never seen anybody Frankenstein a laptop, so yeah, that would be interesting to see.
Well, I already Frankensteined it once. That one, the really old one over there. When I upgraded the CPU from an i3 to an i7, that video
Ah.
is out there. But there's still more Frankensteining can be done. Well, fingers crossed. We'll see if it works.
It'll work. I have faith in you.
Blind faith, because I have no idea.
Hey, blind faith is still faith.
Yeah,
How you look at it. Come on, people have blind faith that some Doctor Who's going to get better.
Yeah, I'm really. I just don't know. Honestly, I mean, no one knows. But
I have to laugh though. I'm in Walmart today doing my shopping. There's two women in my way, just blah 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 blah. They finally get the hell out of my way, and as I pass them, the younger one goes, "Wow, cool phone case."
phone case. I thought you said thong case for a second. Oh yeah, that's cool. That is yours.
I was surprised. Yeah, I was surprised a young girl actually knew what Doctor Who was.
Yeah.
No,
I wonder if that's because of
yeah.
latest era Who, or it was from other stuff from earlier.
Now they know nothing about Tom Baker and beyond.
Oh, actually, she did, because when I said, "Cool, you like Doctor Who?" she said, "Yeah, Tom Baker's the best one."
Yes. Well, yeah, he will never be forgotten. I mean, in so many pop culture references, even now, despite we've had the relaunch from 2005 onwards, people always have the curly hair, the floppy hat, and the scarf in their heads. It's still ingrained. He wasn't the first, obviously, but he took the role and made it his own. And it's hard to say anyone else truly took it away fully from him.
Yeah. Well, he had big shoes to fill with stepping in from Pertwee, though,
Oh God, yeah.
because I think, from my understanding, there were more fans of Pertwee than there were of Tom Baker, especially in England.
I'm one of them.
Here
I like
it was
Pertwee.
it was Tom Baker what you saw the most of. And you went and you didn't see a lot of Pertwee until, let's see, in the 80s I had joined the army, did 3 years, came back, and that's when I started seeing Pertwee episodes.
Yes. Well, even though I lived in England, obviously, we didn't get much of the older Doctors on TV, and I was born in the year that Tom Baker came into the role, so I overlapped exactly with the Tom Baker era. But they didn't repeat much Pertwee. They had it available, but they didn't repeat much Pertwee when I was growing up at all. Obviously, there wasn't very much of the first two Doctors to repeat because there were gaps in there. So, and they didn't. Therefore, they didn't very often repeat those at all anyway. But yeah, it was hard for the others to make as much of an impact. I looking back, know how awesome they are, and I did see. It's not like I was totally ignorant of them. They did occasionally show stuff, and the first Doctor really did not do it for me back then. Now I appreciate him, but then as a kid, teenager, didn't think anything. But Troughton and Pertwee both hit home immediately. You knew immediately as soon as you saw one of those episodes. Oh yeah, that's the Doctor. So they had their followings, and you can understand it.
But I mean, when they finally found the Troutman, the first two Doctors episodes, even though a lot of it is missing, here in the States, that was a big event because it was, let's see, the public television station here in Dallas. I think they were the first ones to get them.
Oh, is that the three Doctors?
Hartnell and Troutman, the first two. It was,
oh, I see. I thought you meant the episode specifically. No, yeah, okay. When you first started to get the two Doctors coming through,
and that was like late 80s. It was like really around 89 or so.
Yeah,
when they were, I guess somebody found enough of them to make a decent series.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Sold them to us Yanks.
I think they started repeating more of Troughton and Pertwee Troughton in particular, because they always had Pertwee available, but also the very late 80s into the early 90s, they started kicking out on UK TV as well, because I remember seeing more of it suddenly popping up at that point. Ironically, just after they got rid of Doctor Who. But yeah, yes. But Tom Baker somehow stole the role, really.
Yeah. That, and I've
I
rediscovered
like
Leela as his companion. She was,
Oh, yeah.
you know, I'm wondering how they made that work. You know, a primitive going around the galaxy with, you know,
Yeah, I
with
know.
this time traveler.
But it does work.
Yeah.
I love the bits in. There were some subsequent episodes after Romana was on the scene, but where the Doctor was having a dream and he woke up from a dream and he goes, "Oh, not the Janus Thorn," but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was after she'd left, but it was obviously
Uh,
having a dream about Leela. It's like, oh, wow, that's really cool. Well done.
Yeah, I
I
remember
liked
that.
Blake Seven more than I did Doctor Who. I didn't see Doctor Who until about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, I liked Blake Seven too, but the way they ended the series, I hate that.
Yeah.
I
I
just
only
hate
vaguely know this stuff. I mean, weirdly, when I was
everybody
growing,
died. That was the dumbest thing you can do
Yep.
on television is kill everybody at the
Yeah.
end of the
Yeah.
show.
not a happy ending though.
Yeah,
It was running obviously when I was a kid, very
Yeah.
young, too young to appreciate it. But it still left images in
Avon,
my head. There was, I mean, Sutherland.
Avon killing Blake was bad.
Yeah,
Hey, let's not leave Red Dwarf out of all this.
Red Dwarf is cool. At
I've
least
never
for-
seen Red Dwarf.
Oh my God, where have you been?
I did
Yeah.
eventually. Get bored of
I don't know if it was on my PBS station or not.
That's no excuse.
it.
BritBox, okay? And you was
No, I
subscribing
don't
to
do
BritBox, right?
Oh, not Redbox, BritBox.
BritBox.
But
Red
yeah,
Box.
certainly the first 4 or 5 seasons were very good. And at some point, I got a bit turned off from it. But I know it's still been going on for quite a long time. They keep bringing it back again and again. But the early seasons are not to be missed. They are just brilliant. A bit like classic Doctor Who, really.
Yeah.
I liked the first, second, and third Doctor. My favorite Doctor is Third Doctor, but I liked
Pertwee's brilliant.
I liked watching the first, second, and third of what I saw of them.
Yeah, me too. I went back and watched the first and second Doctors for the first time in the last like 2, 3 years, which was quite an amazing eye opener because I always, from my few childhood memories of the first Doctor, thought, oh, he's such a cold, old, boring, stuffy old man. I just didn't warm to him at all in the 1 or 2 fragments I'd seen. Watching him as an adult, proper adult, from the beginning all the way through, is like, oh my God, he was brilliant. I mean, he had his flaws and he fluffed lines and he was, his mind was wandering towards the end, but he was brilliant. His portrayal was second to none. He deserves to be lauded as the Doctor.
Yeah, he had
Well, when it first came out, it was a children's show.
Yeah, but I think it morphed pretty quickly into a family show.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. The second group, when they went from the Dalek episodes,
Yeah,
it became
pretty
more
early on. Yeah,
that was like the second set of serials.
Yeah.
With the
it
Daleks.
was the because you had the oh God,
A time unearthly child.
Yeah, Unearthly Child was the first step, but it was something like 2 million years BC or something equivalent to that. I can't never remember the story name proper, but yeah, that story, yeah, that could be kiddie, I guess, although it was a little bit harsh.
Even after us Yanks tried to screw it all up by interrupting the very first episode with a assassination.
Yeah. That was it didn't work then. Doctor Who survived until 2017 anyway.
Yeah. I mindless child bullshit.
No, the newer ones when they brought it back after the U.S. Doctor Who movie, which I
Yeah.
liked. I liked that movie.
Yeah, it's not brilliant, but I
really
didn't think it was terrible.
into Doctor Who then is the newer ones.
Sorry, say it again.
I said when they brought that the newest Doctor after the Doctor Who USA movie.
Eccleston.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really got into Doctor Who then.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, but so much with the newer format is lacking for me story wise. I'm so used to the serialized, so you get like
Yeah.
4 or 5 episodes, 30 minutes each,
Mhm.
all dealing with one topic.
Mhm.
You see a beginning, a middle, and an end of the story, and it's
Yeah.
satisfying. What they're
It does
doing now,
feel- yeah.
they cram everything. They're trying to cram everything into an hour, and it makes no sense to me.
It is tough to do that.
Especially, especially the
yeah.
way the Doctor gets deductive in figuring out what's going on. You don't see it in that 40-hour or 45-minute runtime. You just
Yeah.
you,
It's not. You can't do
that's
the
the
same
only
type
thing
of
I
story
hate
now.
about the modern Doctor.
I did
That
like
and-
when they brought Tom Baker back at that end of the Doctor Who episode.
The
As
50th
the
anniversary.
caretaker.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Tom
The
Baker's
curator.
Thank you,
The
curator. That was it.
Curator.
My addled brain.
I don't know. I'm just happy they gave me Jackie Tyler.
Oh yeah.
I would have been the strange man in her bedroom anytime.
No, this is the doctor.
Rose is too young for me. I'll go for Jackie. Damn it.
I didn't stop.
I did see the spin-off series. I can't think of her name. She was one
Sarah
of the
Jane
companions.
Adventures.
Yeah, I
Oh.
did see that. I kind of like that.
I've only seen one episode, I think, all the way through. I've seen the odd bit. I had to do some research because I was going to do some stuff. Well, as you may know, in the Doctor season 12, there's a direct reference to Sarah Jane and other characters from the Sarah Jane Adventures. But I had to actually go and watch it to know about all that, so I had to do research. But I'm not.
Well, you should see some of it because, like, there is one time when she hooks up with Tennant again in her series,
Yeah,
and then she
Yeah.
hooks up with Joe Grant and
I saw the
Matt Smith.
yep.
Yeah. I do. It's on my to-do list of things that I will go back and watch the Sarah Jane Adventures. At some
Just
point.
don't watch Class. Don't watch Class.
What
That thing
was
is
Class?
horrible. Class was another Doctor Who spin-off, and it was horrible. It was
Oh.
horrid.
What was it about? Where was it set?
It was set at the school,
I thought so. Is
and it was
Clara in
horrible.
it?
No, Claire's not in it. Nobody really is in it, and it was just horrible.
Uh,
I'd rather go back and watch Torchwood.
Oh God, the number of people who say they like Torchwood. Now, obviously, I didn't give it as much as a go as some. I dropped off a bit like it's a bit like STD, only like 10 years earlier. I stopped watching STD 6 episodes in when it was just utter crap from the get-go, and it wasn't getting any better after 6 eps. It was the same with Torchwood. Torchwood was a pile of crap, where it was like they'd been let off the reins because it was beyond the watershed, and they got titties, willies, and it was Jesus Christ, this is immature shite beyond belief. And it was only years later that it was Chris Chinball who was actually de facto in charge of it over all of that period. And certainly the first 2 seasons were all Chinball's fault. I know RTD was supposedly in charge, but he was busy doing other stuff like Doctor Who, and he left Chinball basically running the show, and that's why it's a shit show.
Yeah, when you got episodes where you got an alien woman that's having sex with people, and as soon as he puts her Willie into where he explodes into dust. It's like, what the hell?
It was
This is a damn
I
comedy
watched it,
routine
but
from
I
Eddie
didn't
Murphy.
like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Granted, there was the oddball episodes that were
Yeah.
fairly good.
there's bound to be the odd one. If like an infinite number of monkeys throwing their feces at a typewriter, you might get a bit of Shakespeare from time to time, a word. But I mean, yeah, I mean, most of it looks like pure old crap.
So that was Torchwood.
Yeah,
I've
Yeah.
never seen Torchwood.
I wouldn't go
And-
there.
The first 2 seasons were regular, and then they did like 2 more seasons, but they were like serialized things because one takes place mostly in America,
Uh-huh.
and another one takes. I can't even remember what the hell the other one was.
All right. Okay. Well, one thing I will say: those last 2 seasons you're talking about, the later ones, Gary Russell, who is a friend of mine, actually, I haven't seen him in years, but I know him. He was the showrunner essentially, or was more in charge, or had more input in those last 2, and apparently they were quite good by comparison to the first 2.
They were.
But, and to my shame, I never went and watched. After the first 2, I just turned off it. I didn't go and watch them, even though someone I knew had a hand in doing those last couple of seasons. And I should, for
I
politeness'
only
sake, have gone
saw
and
the
watched the
first
damn
season.
thing.
That's it.
Huh? Say again?
I only saw the first season. I just couldn't get into it,
Yeah.
so I
It
stopped
really was
watching it.
soured. Yeah, it soured my feelings of it entirely. And yeah, I'm sorry, Gary. I never went to watch your ones, but I just couldn't do it.
Like
Hmm.
the
Yes, the
lady
one- the one-
Doctor Who, I just couldn't watch it.
Well, the one season of Torchwood that was the better one had Bill Pullman in it also.
Hmm. Ooh.
He's the one that plays the president in Independence Day.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that one was fairly good,
Hmm.
even though most people don't like it because apparently somehow something happened to where Jack's powers were put to everybody else so nobody else would die on the planet. There was no death at all on the planet except
Right.
Captain Jack could die.
Right. The flipping of yeah. Okay, they flipped it.
But Peter Capaldi was in a whole bunch of those episodes too.
Oh,
Hmm.
but not as the Doctor, I see.
No, he was as this character John Frobisher.
Ah.
He was in 5 episodes of that. So
Well, I wouldn't be. I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if these later episodes that you like were Gary Russell work rather than was certainly not Chimble. I would have thought.
and they basically streamlined the cast down to where it was just Gwen and and
Jack.
Jack.
Yeah.
They'd eliminated everybody else out of Torchwood.
Interesting. Yeah, I can see how that might. Yeah, it'd make it a tighter
Well,
ship.
I may need to explain why I didn't like the lady doctor.
No, there's
was-
no explanation needed.
Nobody,
She
It
sucked.
was not-
nobody liked
It
her.
was not the woman. It was not the woman who was playing a doctor. It
Sure.
was the writing.
Yes,
I
of
just
course.
couldn't get into that person who was the showrunner's writing. I did not like it.
Yeah,
So I
Chimble
just
cannot.
stopped
Go
watching
on,
it.
sorry.
I'm through.
Yeah, Chimble cannot write for Toffee. People, so many people come out to chats and things apologizing for Chimble, saying, "Oh, but he's done this or he's done that,"
I'm
and
not
it's
gonna
always
apologize to anybody that can't write.
it always comes down to, oh God, what was it? What was that? Broadchurch. That's it. It always comes down to Broadchurch. But he did Broadchurch. Yeah.
He
Look, this is
lucked
how
out.
Broadchurch worked, right? Broadchurch had David Tennant starring in it. So he had this huge star with talent shoring up his work. And people were watching David Tennant, and no one is looking at the quality of the scripting here. Also, it was a freaking procedural crime drama. This is like Midsummer Murders level of stuff. we're
Okay,
talking here.
that's the series I saw, not Torchwood. It's
Ah,
Broadchurch.
there
That's
you
the
go.
one I watched.
And you didn't like that?
I didn't like it much. It was enough to keep me watching it
Mhm.
until that season was over. I don't know how many seasons it was. I just
Yeah.
saw one season, I think.
He
And
didn't write very fast either, but go on.
I saw it to the end where they solved the crime.
Right.
But the woman who's playing the doctor who was in it, she was good
Jodie
in it.
Whittaker, yeah.
But
She was-
I
yeah.
just some of the writing was just
Yeah, of
But-
course, because that's the highest he's ever got to. That level of writing, that was the best he did, and it's
yeah.
a boilerplate
Mhm.
procedural crime drama.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Maybe
wouldn't have even said
maybe he needs to stick with police dramas than science
Maybe.
fiction
yeah, probably.
because I don't
That's his
think
high
he knows
point.
anything about science fiction. Like
Yeah, it's amazing.
what's his name, Kurtzman. I don't think he knows
Hmm.
anything. Well, not I don't think. I know he doesn't know anything about Star Trek.
Yeah.
Now, see, I'll be the one. I was totally against a female doctor. I still am against a female doctor. There was fucking Time Lords, Time Ladies. They were already set
Yeah.
in canon. They
Yeah.
were separate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you wanted a female Gallifreyan, that was always Romana.
Oh yeah, I did that.
and
I'm not
and
going to
then
spoil things.
what's her name? The oh god,
Missy, you did not need a
Yeah.
female master. You had
That's
the
what's up.
Ronnie.
Yes, like
Uh-huh,
I did.
exactly.
It's like so.
I hate
All
it
I've
when they
done.
want to change canon. I just hate that.
Yeah, exactly. Just ignore what really's been written. All I've done in all my writing is pick up all the balls they fucking dropped. It's like, okay, if you're going to throw all of these gems on the floor and pretend that they're rubbish, I'll take them. I'll write with these ideas you should have used. Why didn't just? Oh, it's too obvious. Is it too obvious? You didn't bloody do it. Here's how it should have gone. Bang! It's so many
It's
gems
like with
dropped.
New Trek. If they would just come out and say this is a reboot,
Mm.
then we would understand and we would get on board probably. But
No.
they are trying to portray that this is canon
You don't
from
need- no, that's-
what we
that's-
saw from
where
1960s on, and it just doesn't work for me. Say
That's
it's a
where you-
reboot. Say you're
that's
changing
where-
things.
That's where you
Go ahead.
screw up. You do not reboot Trek.
Mm.
You
No,
have a
you don't.
you have an ending. Okay, everything ended with either Voyager coming home or the
Yeah.
Dominion War ending. That's
Right.
where you start your new Trek.
Yeah,
At one of those
agree.
2 points. That I mean,
I agree.
it's always it's supposed to be this progressive thing. How
And if you want to do
things get
something
better
new,
and better
fine.
for people. You
And
know,
if
I
you
mean,
want to do something new, fine. But don't mess with canon. Don't try to change
Mhm.
canon. Go with
Yeah.
your own idea.
Don't
Even
tell
if-
me William Hartnell is not the first Doctor.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah,
Oh,
the-
that
yes,
was
that's
stupid
right.
as all get out.
They
Yeah,
screwed
sheer
that up
fucking
big time,
hubris.
didn't they?
that's what it was.
The first Doctor was a man, not a woman. We saw it on screen.
Yeah,
The first,
with a
the first
with a granddaughter,
Doctor.
for God's sake. Anyway, sorry.
That's
Yeah.
that's right. The
Yeah.
first Doctor was not some alien they picked up on a planet and tortured over and over and over to figure out how to regenerate.
Yes.
Yeah,
Also,
that
very
was
important.
stupid.
He's the Doctor is a normal, ordinary Gallifreyan. He's not space fucking Jesus. He's not
Yeah.
something special because of his physical. He's got some physical thing that's different. His brain is a bit different, and even then, he's not the academic best of the Gallifreyans either. But
Yeah.
he's a bit weird and a bit freaky, and that's what he is. He thinks differently, and that really isn't that hard a concept to get your head around, is it?
No, it's not.
No.
If anything, what we don't know is why is he an outcast among his people?
Yeah.
You know,
didn't-
we've gotten
No.
hints over the years.
Mhm.
Okay,
He wanted
and
to go against
every now
the,
and
the
then
status
they
quo.
tell him you got to do this for us. That's why we let you run free,
Yeah.
and he begrudgingly does that.
Yeah.
Okay, what did he do that put him in that situation? That's what we never have learned. There's 60 years of this guy. That's
Yeah.
what
We didn't need to. We didn't
That's
need
what-
to know why he ran away, though.
Yeah.
The point is, he just ran away.
Yeah, the vaguest of suggestions that he's just a nonconformist who didn't fit in properly. That's all you needed, and that's all the explanation you
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
ever needed. He can
But
just
it's
be.
more
That's
to it
what I
than this.
kind of got that's what I kind of got in Petway's
Mm-hmm.
his Doctor Who, that they
Yeah.
were punishing him because he was
Yeah.
against the status quo. He
Yeah,
wouldn't
doesn't toe the
align.
line.
He was a rebel.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
why mess with that? Why mess with it? It's just
Ah.
stupid.
Yeah.
It's
Idiot.
like and Doctor Who saved every Doctor Who helped save Gallifrey from the Daleks.
Yeah, that was that of New Who. That was things that kind of annoyed me a bit. It was like, oh, for God's sake, you've blown up
I
Gallifrey
liked it.
again.
I liked it that they saved them. It's probably in another universe and stuff, but
Yeah,
I
would
kind of liked it.
To be fair, in the between McCoy and the relaunch in the
Yeah.
extended universe canon, Gallifrey got blown up many, many times. The Time War and all that stuff. I didn't know any of this stuff, even though I was writing for freaking Big Finish. They would tell me to do something. I'd say, okay, I know nothing about any of the Eighth Doctor stuff you've been producing. What do you mean there's a Time War? What do you mean Gallifrey's blown up or not blown up? I don't care. I just didn't give a crap. All that was too much weight. There was too much crap in the universe already by that point. And
Well,
you
I
have
can
to treat-
understand where Gallifrey blows up several times, because look at how many times they blew up the Enterprise D in one episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
But then we had it set. Gallifrey falls no more.
Yeah.
And then you get Chin Balls in there and he just wipes out Gallifrey.
Because he's an inept
Yes.
fool.
Is why mess with canon? I hate it when people want to mess with canon. If you want to write for a great genre like Star Trek or Battlestar Galactica or Doctor Who, something like that, put it your own way, but don't mess with canon.
Yeah. You think you're going
Bring
to
in
do
a new character. They
Yeah.
like Star Trek. They could have brought in a new captain, a new ship, a different name of a ship like Star Trek Voyager, and create your own stories. Don't mess with canon, and don't use the freaking Borg 5,000 times.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Now,
if they
Picard
really
has
wanted.
literally destroyed all the Borg, but I guarantee you, one of the cartoons or both of them, Prodigy and Lower Decks, they're going to use the Borg again.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
if they really
can
wanted
find a way, Pike is going to meet the Borg.
Yep.
If they really wanted a female Time Lord, Jenny is out there somewhere.
Yeah. You saw my video on the many, many different ways they could have made the Doctor female, but without cocking it up like Jim Ball did.
Hell, Susan is still out there. In fact, Susan can be a time lady. That's the Doctor's granddaughter.
Indeed.
She's Gallifreyan.
Yeah. Bring her back.
Yeah. I'm not saying a word right now.
Well, if
Dr.
she's
Alex
his
has already
granddaughter,
preached all
then
that
she's
to
got
us.
to be a Time Lord.
Yeah.
Well, that's already been covered that she is.
Yeah.
And
Even if she
she
hasn't
can
been through
change
the-
forms just like him.
Yeah, even if she hasn't been through. We're talking about Susan, yeah?
Yep.
Even
Yeah.
if she hasn't been through the academy and hasn't had the full, like the Doctor and Romana have the full academic training, she's hung around with the Doctor for long enough, knows how to deal with the TARDIS, obviously has been receiving a lot of the stuff to do with the schooling of Gallifrey somehow. So I would be extremely surprised if she couldn't regenerate, and there's no reason why anyone writing this stuff couldn't have her as a fully regenerating Time Lord, even if she hasn't got a stamp and a certificate saying, here's your degree from the Academy. Yeah, I think it's fine.
Now, in Petway's Doctor Who, when you see the Gallifreyans, the Time Lords, they are draped in some kind of robe thing that they reminded me of Merlin or something.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
It made me think the Time Lords are Merlin.
Yeah. They were more like oh god, the one from Excalibur, his portrayal of Merlin. That sort of look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh God, We just saw that the other night. So I can't think of the actor's name.
No, I did an entire series of him reading The Hobbit, I think. And no, was it? Yeah, it was The Hobbit. I can't remember his name either, which is annoying. My brain's falling out. It'll come back to me.
Give me the old Excalibur movie that Patrick Stewart was in,
Yes.
and that was great. You don't have to do another King Arthur movie. They always go back with a King Arthur movie or any of those other movies that they come back to, and they just beat it dead like a horse. Why do you have to try? They're even talking about redoing the Ten Commandments.
Mm-hmm. There are some
Leave it
stories
alone.
like,
Charlton Heston did a great job.
True.
Well,
I'm torn on this one, whether or not you should say, well, this is it. That's it. You've got the definitive version now. Let's give up, because there's been so many versions of the Three Musketeers, for example. Yeah, going back into
Yes,
to the
that one
silent
too.
era. But
the thing is, now the later version of the Three Musketeers, you had stronger actors. Okay, just think about it. God, with a
Charlton Heston.
The most recent one, the Man in the Iron Mask.
Oh, they've done that a few times, haven't they?
John Malkovich, his sword fighting scenes. Okay, Malkovich, to me, he's a nut anyway.
Yeah.
And you give him a sword and teach him how to use a rapier properly, the way he was in that movie. Okay, fighting like a crazy man that
Malkovich,
he probably really is.
He is good.
That worked.
Yeah. I agree. I like Malkovich's portrayal as well of Athos.
Give me Guy Williams as Zorro anytime, and I loved his sword fighting more than I did anything else.
And that one scene where you had like the 5 of them right toward the guys shooting at them with muskets.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't flinch. And then the guys with the muskets, fuck it, I'm out of here. Because they knew what was next. Because you couldn't shoot them. So we're playing on their field now.
Yeah.
So it's up to you, dude. I'm going home.
I think, there's still that might be, maybe that's the definitive Man in the Iron Mask, because there are older good Iron Masks, but that never had what I was going to say, that never had the real terminating film that I think the Three Musketeers did. In my opinion, the Three Musketeers is, once you had the two 1974, 73, 74 ones, with
Heston as the Cardinal.
Yes, that one, or those two. I not after that, I can't think of a single Three Musketeers film that gets anywhere near it. I mean, it's that was just, you finished it. That's it. It's done. No one else ever needs to make that again. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone does make an awesome one at some point. But really, I think they kind of sealed it with that. Yeah. And maybe that's what you mean with Excalibur and the King Arthur thing. Maybe that is what. He's gone.
But the thing about Excalibur, even though they've made other King Arthur movies, that one is still the definitive one.
It's imagery. Yeah, it sticks in the head.
It's the imagery. It's the music. Everything about it. It play, even though and I know this probably rubs a lot of British people the wrong way. It's a French story, not English, but that makes that movie. It
Geoffrey Monmouth.
It makes that part. Oh God, I'm losing my train of thought. But that's definitive, and they're yet to come up with something to even come close to surpassing it.
Yeah, it's not perfect as a film, but it's so strong. It's so individual. It so has its brilliant strengths that you overlook any flaws in it.
I've been watching it since the 80s. Okay.
I want to rewatch it again. It's been a long time since I watched Excalibur, actually. So that's another.
You should have been to at my watch party a couple of weeks ago.
I got to keep an eye on my notifications.
We did it then.
Yeah. We should.
But then
Let's just hope they never try to do Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy again.
Oh, God, yeah, that film was bloody awful.
oh yeah. Well, look, you know what you have to do if you want to watch Hitchhikers? You do the 30-minute BBC episodes.
Yeah, the TV series is
Yeah,
not
that was
as good as radio, but still pretty
yeah,
damn good.
because they got everything in order. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it started out with the girl having a bright idea just before they blew up the planet.
Mm.
Okay, just like
Yeah.
just like and then we meet Arthur Dent. We back up, then we meet Arthur Dent.
Yeah.
And Ford Prefect is trying to tell him, look, we need to go. They're about to blow up the planet. I need to get you out of here.
I prefer Radio 4 Prefect to the one that was in the TV series, but
Oh.
he was still really good. And
Yeah.
also, if you've seen Pirate Planet, Doctor Who, if you spot the one who's becoming a Mentiad, I think it's Mentiad they call, that is the same actor. So he obviously
Is it?
yeah. So the one who's becoming a Mentiad is the one who becomes Ford Prefect in the TV series, or not in the radio series, but he was in the TV version.
I'm gonna have to. I've got that episode
Yeah.
on disc. I'm gonna have to
I
check it
recommend
out now.
Go back to it's
Yeah.
Douglas Adams everywhere. I mean, oh, Jay's back.
Sorry, I had to take a phone call.
Oh, in the TV series, of course, Douglas Adams is the guy who's walking into the sea to commit suicide, we assume, showing that people are saying that it was a mistake coming from the sea. That is Douglas Adams in his
Oh, is it?
suit and walking into the sea. Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
TV series is. I have a real soft spot for this TV series, even though I prefer the radio. I do love the TV version.
Yeah. Never heard of the radio version. I may have to try to find it.
You definitely should, partly because there's an entire season on the radio version that isn't in the TV, isn't in the books. It's just
Oh.
the second radio series they did, or second set, and it's just wacky and insane on its own feet. He was barely writing it in time to broadcast. There's a lot of chaos in it, but it's really hilarious chaos.
Oh, so it was Douglas Adams on the fly.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the Lintillas,
okay.
the Litnils who annihilate each other when they meet. There's just there's so much good stuff in there. Oh, and there's a little bit of Ultimate Shoe Event Horizon in the book versions, but they really go to town with the Ultimate Shoe Event Horizon and what happens to societies when the shoe shops go out of control in the second radio series. It's oh wow, yeah, this is good.
So
Well, we know where we'll have to be looking for those.
They are on my Rumble, I think.
okay. Oh, you've got a Rumble account, okay?
I do, and they persist on Rumble. Although I had to mute out the music, unfortunately, so that the Eagles wouldn't come and catch me. But the whole of it, apart from the music, it's all there.
Oh, okay.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So I wish I had more money.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
But specifically, so I could pump out content more quickly, because this 11 Labs stuff is really good, where it does the fake voices, but it ain't free. So I'm being slowed down in what I can produce because I just can't afford to keep paying 11 Labs to make more and more fake Tom Baker, fake Paul McGann, fake Peter Capaldi. It's just so frustrating.
You can't do a GoFundMe or a Patreon?
You know, I was saying I never thought that. I do have Patreon and Substack, but not enough people subscribing to me to make it, to fund a series. But I hadn't thought about GoFundMe. Do a GoFundMe to fund a series. Huh. Now there's the thought. Thank you, Jay. I'm now thinking.
Throw that out in all the Doctor Who communities that you can find.
Yeah. That is not a bad idea.
There's a lot of Doctor Who fans, original Doctor Who fans, that would like to see some better Doctor Who, and they may be able to help you on a GoFundMe.
Yeah. I think I can afford to do the rest of my Doctor stuff because I haven't got that much to do, and I can pump it out like once a week. That's fine. But the other series I like to do, I like doing Richard Burton reading War of the Worlds, or Tom Baker reading all of Sherlock Holmes. Those are series I really like to do, and that would be a lot of material and a lot of money in terms of 11 Labs. So, but I can't do
Yeah, if
those.
you're gonna get them actors, it's gonna take a lot of money.
Yeah.
No,
It's not that.
it's
It's just 11
deep
Labs.
faking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That costs money. It's not free, or at least not at the rate that I'm hoping to do it. I can do it slowly over years, or we can pay me a bit. People could pay me on a fundraiser, GoFundMe, like say, and I could get the stuff out faster, which I really kind of like to do.
Okay. Well, now you have 83 followers.
Thank you. You've gone onto Rumble, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to try and use Rumble more because Svi Lebetkin, Rabbi from Another Planet, keeps saying how he's getting more response to things done on Rumble. I have just figured out how to do live streaming on Rumble without having to pay StreamYard through the nose to do it. This laptop I was pointing out, this very laptop I'm using right now, can act as a streaming server now. So it can be its own server for Rumble. So I'm going to try and use that, see how it goes. But that apparently will pump up the number of people watching on Rumble. Who knew?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm just me.
Likewise. I'm me, not you, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, you're you, I'm me, and we are all together. Cuckoo, choo.
I was hoping that would be where it's going.
Oh boy, here comes fun now.
Oh. Ah. It's LDG.
I gotta take this call, dudes.
Okay.
And
See you soon.
Dr. Alex, did you look into Amazon Polly?
What's Amazon Polly? Remind me.
It's 11 labs, but you get 5 million characters a month for free.
What? How? What?
Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
Okay.
Amazon Polly. Yep.
Huh. All right. I will have to investigate that. Amazon. Where's my thing I can make a note with?
After the first year,
Uh-huh.
then it's like $14 for like or $4 for a million characters. After the first year,
That's pretty.
the first.
Cheaper than.
It depends on what voice you're looking for as well.
Uh-huh.
And then what I did is I was able to mix.
Yeah, go on.
I was able to mix Amazon Polly with voice mod and get even more dynamic different voices.
I'm liking the sound of this.
So if you wanted like a an exterminate voice or some kind of godly voice or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look up Amazon Polly. That might be, if anything, an addition to help you get more done.
Absolutely. I thank you. I'm really grateful for that. I'm always on the lookout for stuff that will help me do this faster because I'd like to get this stuff done. Amazon Polly. Okay. And you generate the voices yourself, yeah? By feeding.
You tell it, you type it, you feed it what you want. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it repeats back.
Cool.
Yeah.
And sorry, so you obviously type the text you want, but do you get to massage the voices as well? Can you create the voices?
Oh, not like massage the voice. I don't know what 11 Labs gives you the ability to do.
You basically feed it samples of the person you're trying to mimic. And I find by playing with those samples, I get better or worse results. There's also some.
Oh, you're trying to do that. You're trying to train your own voice. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Polly does not do that.
Right.
You just got the voice, the AI voices it has. I don't think there's a training feature. I mean, you got to look at it. I just started using Polly like last month.
I'm definitely going to investigate because if it can do that, then we're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
But the other one that you can do, where it makes your computer do the work, so that way you don't have to pay for monthly.
Yeah.
It's called voice.ai.
Right. Oh,
Voice.ai is another program, but it only costs $5 to train a voice.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you play with it, the more free credits you get. So you don't even have to spend the $5 to unlock a voice.
All right.
But you can train your own voice as long as you feed it like Baker or whatever. Like, you know, the more you feed it, and I literally have a Bird O'Prey 5 voice that sounds like Bird O'Prey when I speak.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
And maybe that's why Bird says voice AI sucks balls.
Yeah. Or did he? Did the AI say that?
Yeah.
I just have to duck out for a second. I'm just going to do the muty thing.
Not a problem.
It's nice, though, that Bird finally woke up and stopped snoring in the back underground.
Yeah, he's still in the underground right now, snoring away.
And Jay had to leave. His nurse is coming. Up, sponge bath time.
Lucky guy.
He's going to tell me it's not a sponge bath, but that's what we're going to claim it is.
I literally just got up from my nap. I started. How long have you been streaming for? Hour and
1
40
hour,
minutes.
41 minutes. Hello, Bosco.
Yeah. I laid down to take a nap right when you started streaming.
Well, it's Thursday. There's no Bird
Just got
stream,
up.
so here I am.
Yeah. Bird did enough damage yesterday.
Somebody had to come up and say R.I.P. Jerry Springer, damn it. AI is going to take over the world and end up nuking us. That's what it's going to do.
Don't worry. Nobody says you only live once.
Well, if we get nuked, we're not going to live more than once.
There's other planets, Mr. Londell.
LDG thinks he's going to reincarnate on another planet.
You're right.
No. LDG thinks LDG knows. Zathras knows that he's going to reincarnate everywhere. Not somewhere.
You don't even sound like Zathras. Stop it.
Zathras. It's not Zathras. It's Zathras. And that's Zathras. Gotta provide my voice is too groggy right now.
No, we're not moving to LDG's Uranus. Or we can move to Uranus.
Still looking for a Star Trek quote that was as good as Ivanova's speech.
I know, I haven't found it. I still haven't found a Star Trek quote that's as good as Delen's.
Oh, that was good too.
I did find a quote, though, that ranks right up there, but it's not from a Star Trek series.
What
From
series?
it's from Blazing Saddles, and it's Where's All the White Women?
Oh, God. No. No.
I put myself to sleep last night watching a reaction from a youngster watching Blazing Saddles and how they spazzed out every time a certain word was used in it. And couldn't grasp the concept that it was being used to make fun of the racists all through the movie.
Yeah, well.
Oh, man. I hope Bird got a good nap. Hopefully LTG got a good nap. He'll stay up late now.
Okay,
Dr. Alex is back. Not much. We were just kind of rambling till you came back.
I think I was in another room, but I could half hear what was going on. You were talking about the fears of AI taking over the world. Is that right?
We already know it'll take over at some point and blow us all up.
Yeah, this is it. You see, everyone, maybe rightly, has the negative view of AI, but
Yeah.
I have a little story because I was thinking over the last few days. This is a bit of a morbid story, but so here's the thing. AI can mimic stuff, as you know, because I've been using it to that, as other people have been using it to mimic things, and it began to consider that: do I mind that people might mimic me? It depends, of course, how they did it and what they did it for. But and here's the morbid bit: my dad, my father, died when he was 50. Now, if I have the same run, then that means I've got what, a year and a half max left, and then I pop my clogs. Now, obviously, that's not necessarily a given, but I don't assume I'm going to have any more than that either. But what it struck me was, if I do die in a year and a half thereabouts, there's now a lot of me recorded. There's me here right now. You, all of us, we're all recorded on these streams all the time. There's all the stories I've recorded to camera. There's things I've written. All that stuff is available now in the universe of the net, in the electronic universe. And thinking that after I'm dead, people could actually simulate me. And in fact, any one of us on the material we've put out there already, a half decent simulation of us could probably be created even on what's out there now, on what we've already put out. And would I object if someone wanted to do a simulation of me to go off and write something, or to go off and say or speak something, or to go off and do some science research? I mean, God, can you think of that? A computer simulation that could do the actual work that I was supposed to do. That would be amazing. So yeah, it's scary, but it could be awesome as well.
I just worry about when the AI starts programming itself, deciding things on its own.
Yeah, we're way off, but it could. You can assume it'll get to that point at some point.
I don't think it's way off. I think it could happen sooner than people think.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, sorry, when I said way off, I was thinking like 5-10 years. But that's
Hey, Nutters.
Well, no. Some years ago, probably around 2000 or so, there was a story about a computer that designed, it was a program. It designed a robot to do a simple task. That was just to get from one corner of a room to the opposite.
Yeah.
It designed and built it, and it worked.
Yeah.
That was years ago, though. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just reading a story about they had two AIs set up to where they were talking back and forth, and they were learning from each other. And then out of the blue, they made up their own language and was talking back and forth. And
now that's what's scary.
Mm-hmm. And you're right. That was a few years ago that happened. So yeah, the future's here, guys. We're in it.
They're talking back and forth in their own language, and nobody knew what the hell they were saying, and they finally just shut them down.
Yeah. It's funny, they're behaving like twins. Twins when they're growing up in their own language. Wait, stop it. Although it's frowned upon to switch off twins, by the way. You're not allowed to do that.
Unless it's the movie.
Then it's advised.
Yep. That's not a good Schwarzenegger movie. I'm sorry. No.
No, it's not.
Or DeVito.
I can't believe they were thinking about making another sequel to it called Triplets.
Yeah. We should stop making so many of these sequels.
I don't want it. No. Plus, who wants to see Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger at this age? Trying to be goofy.
Yeah.
There was a Black Mirror episode that mimicked what you said. And like, after you die, you could have the AI scrape the internet of everything that is a certain person, and they created a, like a robot that would mimic you after death.
Yeah.
We already saw that in a Capaldi episode, Doctor Who. Bill was an AI at the.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Did you know she was a lesbian?
Oh no, I couldn't pick up on that.
It was very subtly done. Most people, I think, missed it, but it was,
Yeah,
you read
I
between the
caught on.
lines. It
She
was
was-
there.
I could catch it. She was sexist. Yes.
Even though she dated a couple of gals in the episodes.
Yeah, we couldn't tell. No,
A lot of people missed
no.
that.
Her outfit wasn't revealing at all.
No,
Didn't
no,
she
no,
wear
no.
like the stripes and everything?
Just
Bill?
like no, Bill didn't.
Yeah, Bill wore stripes. Yes, she did.
So what's that got to
Look
do
at her
with
outfit. She had LGBTQ outfit in the first episode.
Okay. I obviously
I didn't know
either wasn't
such a
paying
thing
attention
existed.
Yep.
or not in touch enough with the
Okay,
Common.
here was a typical Bill outfit, and well, it did have a rainbow on it. But
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. I see.
I remember that distinctly. like,
Okay,
without even
that
having
went
to look.
totally over my
Yeah,
head. Then
me too.
That went over your head, really? That you didn't
watching
notice
those
that?
episodes, that went totally over my head. Okay, I
Oh
knew
my
that
lord,
she.
dude!
Look, I knew that she.
but
the
then
character
again,
was gay. No, there were a couple episodes where she went on dates and
she wore
you know,
stuff like this that you had to really look at the really small to see a freaking little rainbow thing on it. Right down there, you can't even see it on this picture when it's so small.
Where?
But it's down there on the lower. It would be her left. There
Uh-huh.
was a little tiny rainbow patch way down there at the bottom of her jacket, but you'd have to be able to blow the damn thing up to see it.
okay, this is
Like I said,
minutia.
very subtle.
She was wearing that same outfit. The very first teaser, not even the first episode. We got the teaser. Remember the teaser of her when they were in the spaceship that was exploding and she was with the doctor. I think so.
Nope.
I think some.
Yeah, I wish I could
I
say.
think some
but I couldn't.
exterminates were there.
Hmm.
They were running from Daleks.
Hmm. Your memory's better than mine. Then again, I haven't rewatched the Capaldi seasons. At
But
some
then
point.
again, here is the best shot of Bill. Just with the hole through her. Oh, I'm such an asshole. I don't think Ace was supposed to be gay or bi. I think Ace was
Nope.
just a tomboy. That's
Yeah,
all Ace
exactly.
was.
I totally agree. That's all we ever thought she was. She's yeah, like a tomboy, exactly as you say,
Juvenile delinquent. I mean,
with a ridiculously plummy accent for a juvenile delinquent. Hang on.
An incredibly hard baseball bat.
Yeah, that's what's good.
I mean, her name literally was Bill of Boys I'm Lesbian.
Hmm.
Hey, I knew a boy named Sue, so old country song.
Yeah.
Boy named Sue, Johnny Cash.
So I was just thinking. I was thinking back to Ace actually, and she wasn't a bad character.
I never really liked that character.
I didn't.
Which
think
one
she
was Ace?
Brilliant, but wasn't
Ace.
bad.
And her doctor was just kind of disappointing to me.
The Sylvester McCoy, yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, McCoy and the one before him, that
Colin
was
Baker was difficult. True.
yeah, that was they made him just psychotic. He tried to kill Perry how many times?
Okay,
That's-
Doctor.
To me, that is not the doctor.
Thomas Potts points out this. Why are they bringing Bette Midler from Hocus Pocus into Doctor Who?
I know I keep saying, "Oh, look, it's Widow Twanky," which I think is fair. Oh, but you probably don't get that reference because you're all American,
Yep, we don't get it.
right?
We,
Okay.
we look at that and it's Bette Midler from Hocus Pocus.
Allow me
That's
to
what we
educate
get.
you on English culture for like 100 years or so. So we have this thing in this country around Christmas time called pantomime. Have you heard of this?
I've briefly heard of it.
Sort of, kind of.
Okay, basically they're ridiculous children's stories, traditional like Dick Whittington is a really obscure one. I shouldn't have done that one. Jack and the Beanstalk, any sort of that sort of story you have as a children's story done on stage by a bunch of actors, overacting the pants off things, throwing custard pies at each other. It's slapstick and vaudeville on stage. That's a pantomime, yeah. And in every pantomime, there would be what's a pantomime dame, which is a man dressed as a woman playing one of the characters, usually Widow Twanky, who's usually the mother of the central character, who might be Jack and the Beanstalk. Widow Twanky is one of the most iconic figures in the pantomime scene. You would, it doesn't matter what the story was, you'd still have a Widow Twanky in there being really over the top mother figure played by a man. That's why that reminds me of Widow Twanky, because that's what it is.
Okay. Drag.
Oh yes, but super drag, like the most over the top you could. I mean, the most over the top acting you could ever get.
Yeah.
Pantomime is ridiculous stuff, and people might say, "Oh no, it isn't," but I would say, "Oh yes, it is," and you won't get that reference either, because it's what happens in every pantomime. Someone goes, "Oh no, it isn't" on stage, and everyone in the audience goes, "Oh yes, it is," and you get these arguments between the audience and the actors. That's pantomime. There you go. Brief education in the English art scene.
Well, pantomime here is more like what Marcel Marceau would have done.
Yeah, so that is the same roots of the word. Mime, of course, that sort of acting. They are the same thing, but the panto bit is the sort of the ridiculous, the absurdy bit of it. I think.
Monty Python on steroids, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also they can speak. Unlike proper mimes, they get to speak and say bad jokes. There you go.
I'm caught in a box, damn it. I'm caught in a box.
Indeed.
Oh, I don't know. We still got a few months before we have to watch this Doctor Who thing, so.
Yeah. I'd also like all my collaborators to finish writing the Doctor I'm writing right now so I can get out ahead of it. God damn it.
All right, Dan Ben, you never watched Monty Python. I'm revoking your nerd card.
Oh.
Shoot that man.
You have to watch Monty Python and Benny Hill, damn it.
Monty Python was so my introduction to British culture. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Once I figured out the slang at about 14 years old, it became the funniest night of television. Every Sunday night, 10 o'clock, I had to watch it. Okay.
Maybe I should revisit it. There is a lot of bad Monty Python out there, but there was an awful lot of good ones as well, or good stuff. So yeah, well
Dead
worth
Parrot.
it. Dead Parrot is a classic for a good reason. It's a good one. Don't anyone tell you different. That's a good sketch.
Spam, spam, bacon and spam. Spam, spam, eggs and spam.
That one I never liked. That was.
Oh, I love that one.
They often get mixed reactions. Yeah, exactly. The Lumberjack song.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Sleep all night and I work all day. I cut down trees. I wear high heels, suspenders, and a bra. On Tuesdays I go shopping. And wait, I can't remember all
I
the
wish
lyrics,
I'd been a girl just like my
Yeah.
dear mama. And then there, oh God, what was that one?
Always look on the bright side of life.
The best fun.
Now I'm still Holy Grail.
Yeah,
That's my favorite movie.
I do like the Holy Grail, but I think Monty Python was just like, that was perfect. You didn't screw up anything there. Even the alien spacecraft bit is awesome as far as I'm concerned. Whereas Holy Grail's good, but it's got a few flabby bits, and the ending is like just falls apart.
Hey, Thomas, there's a verse in that song for you. Always look on the bright side of death.
Just before you draw your terminal breath.
Terminal breath.
I was thinking of Jabberwocky the other day, because obviously that's not Monty Python. That's just Terry Gilliam going nuts on his own with a couple of Monty Python actors thrown in there. But I was just thinking how dark that film. I've only seen it once or twice and a long time ago. It's such a dark version. It's very much like the Holy Grail, only way, way darker. Still good, but not Monty Python. A much, much darker, more disturbing film.
Another film you should watch that's not Monty Python, but you should watch The Time Bandits.
Oh, yeah, same bag. It's still a bit Monty Python-y, but definitely Terry Gilliam busting it. That was really good. That's a good fun. I like that one.
Yes, my name is Hood. I've got that on Blu-ray, by the way. I may have to pop it in the player later. It has
Time Bandits is awesome.
Since I've seen Time Bandit.
Got a hell of a good George Harrison song on it too.
Did it?
Yeah, the end song was George Harrison.
Ah, yeah, that rings a bell. It was a very dark, not a happy ending, is it?
Oh, the house burns down.
Family's gone. The kid's still there. I mean, okay, the kid's not dead, but other than that,
left that roast in too long cooking.
And so, was that just a commentary on that households? Just a commentary on British consumerism, or what?
Probably, yeah. Wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, she had more gadgets than most Americans do.
Yeah, they're sort of obsessed with the television, and very much of the. To be fair, I wouldn't say there's that much different these days, but yeah, it's the way of life here for many.
Well, hell, folks, we've hit the 2-hour mark, and I'm starting to get hungry. I gotta go cook.
I should
something. You should. It's what 10 o'clock now for you?
A bit early, but I've had a long day.
But I want to thank all my panelists that were up here. Dr. Alex, Mr. Londell, LDG, Jay, all the people that popped in to watch this mayhem that has become DJ Streams. And, well, there's nothing more to say except for Dr. Alex, what would you like to plug?
Well, first of all, I just say thank you for having me, because that I had nothing planned for this evening, and now I had a plan. Also, and great ideas from everyone else. LDG, Mr. Londell, and Jay, all sparking brilliant ideas in my head. So thank you all for being here. And I suppose plugging, well, this Saturday we've got episode, I've forgotten now, is it episode 9? Episode 9 of the Doctor Season 12, but read by Peter Capaldi AI. And then, despite the expenses involved, on Sunday, I've got one of my old stories I wrote for Big Finish, bizarrely, The End, which was a Paul McGann, or 8th Doctor one, and Paul McGann AI is reading that on Sunday. So got Peter Capaldi AI on Saturday at 7, and Paul McGann AI at Sunday on 7, doing Doctor, the real Doctor, proper Doctor. Let's say that.
Proper Doctor, not the crap.
Yeah.
Mr. Londell, what movies you got coming up?
Okay, I've actually got 2 upcoming events. Friday, 5 p.m. Central Time, watch party, be the making of the Planet of the Apes. I showed Planet of the Apes, the original, last Saturday. So popular, some people wanted to see the making of. So I've got that documentary. I'm showing that. Then Saturday, normal time, 3 o'clock Central Time, 1954, Them. So.
Oh, a picnic favorite.
Oh, yeah. Giant
Giants.
Ants, Dr. Alex. Black and white.
Yes,
James
yes,
on
yes.
this. Stuart Whitman.
I thought it rang a bell.
Yeah.
Both sound awesome.
Classic 50s sci-fi horror.
Mm,
I love them. Grew up on this kind of stuff. So,
yeah,
you
me
know,
too.
that's the type of stuff you'll see in my watch parties.
Brilliant.
And LDG, besides a foot up someone's ass, what are you up to? I think he fell asleep on us again.
Yeah, he probably did.
I think he did. He went back to sleep, folks. Well, I guess we'll leave.
I had
he
a
is
phone
awake.
call. I had a phone call. Fucking Chris Knight was ringing up every single. It was like the lawnmower man at the end of the lawnmower man. But Chris was ringing all my freaking numbers at the same time.
It must have been
I
important.
wonder. I wonder if Chris wants to talk to me.
No, he just wanted to wake
he
you
rang
up.
my cell phone. He rang my office number. He rang my Discord. I think I even heard my Facebook ring going off. For God's sakes.
God.
Anywho, well,
Maybe
you're
no
not
twi-
closing
no
up,
Twitter?
are you?
Yeah, I'm closing
No,
up.
Twitter. You can make a phone call on Twitter.
No,
hope
I just wanted to
Oh, I
sit
was
there
gonna
and
say,
fuck with you.
I was about to say you can make a call.
There's
on
probably
Twitter. Shit.
there's probably messages there though, so there is that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm getting up now. But yeah,
Oh,
Dr.
see,
Alex,
he's-
if you have any questions about the voice.ai,
Yeah.
because I think that's exactly what you're looking for, with the no subscription fee.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into those. Thank you. That's what I was
Yeah.
saying earlier. Thank you. For
But the most
ideas.
important thing about doing that is, and this is why Bird says it doesn't work.
Mm.
Bullshit. It really depends on the quality of audio that you
Oh, yeah.
feed it.
It's the
that
same
is
with
so
11 labs as
critical.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're feeding it like 8-bit or 60 BPS,
Yeah.
it's gonna be horrible.
Yeah. It's like my first
No.
doctor that I use for a couple of my vids. It's not great, but that's because there isn't any good quality audio of William Hartnell. So I've done the best
Yeah.
I can with what I can get. But you
Yep.
can't-
Unless you can find somebody who sounds like William. See, that's the beauty of it, right? People are like, well, you're AI, you're mimicking me. No, I'm not mimicking you. I mimicked somebody who sounded like you. So what are you going to do now? Like,
yeah.
Just a quick question though. Couldn't you use the new First Doctor?
Svea suggested the same thing, but I thought about it. But then there's not that much of him
But-
doing William Hartnell without extraneous crap in the background, other sounds. I mean, that's the problem. You need to have clean. So someone reading an audiobook is perfect.
Yep.
This is how I got such a good Peter Capaldi.
audiobooks are really good.
Yeah, he read most of 1984, I think, and it's there on YouTube, like 2 hours virtually of him reading 1984 with no sound effects, anything in the background. It's just him. Like, okay, that's why
No.
the Peter Capaldi
Yep.
sounds so good.
But with William Hartnell, okay, he was an actor. He did quite a few movies before he did The Doctor. You
Yeah,
should
but
be able to pull some samples of him from many
Yeah,
of his
You need a
Sound
movies.
lot of
quality isn't great.
samples. Yeah.
There's a lot of hiss on those things, and although I do know how to
Oh.
clean them, and I have done, it was still hard to get good quality.
Oh,
There was
yeah.
a radio program that he did called Desert Island Discs. There was some quite good audio on that, but even that needed cleaning, and it's not perfect. So there's
Oh,
limitations to what you can do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's time to get fired. And we know Foley loves firing me. This is how we'll end it.
Am I fired again? Yeah, you're fucking absolutely fired. All your promotions are redacted. Like, dude, why would you have to fuck yourself like that? Why? You're clipping all this shit, aren't you? You're gonna have a fucking montage of all the times you were. I said you were right. Said you were wrong. Said you were fired. Said you were rehired. Said you were promoted during this live. You're gonna have them all and play them on your channel, aren't you? Well, you've absolutely been fired again because you're an asshole. You're fired from talking to me and being my friend and being on my channel. Get the hell out of here. Go on, go on, get the hell out of here. Bye.